From Bianca entering the rapper's life under mysterious circumstances to people calling out the press for harassing the Aussie, fans have reason to believe that Kanye's being controlled by Bianca and not the other way around. Here's why. A decade and 4 kids later, Kim Kardashian announced her split from Kanye West. They'd been friends for a long time before finally deciding to start a romantic relationship in 2012. Their relationship would find its way into headlines several times over the years, but the couple stuck together through thick and thin. Fast forward to 2020, and sources claim that Kim was at her wit's end. 2020 was the year Kanye went off the rails on Twitter. From his anti-abortion rants to his public endorsement of Donald Trump, it really wasn't a surprise when the platform banned him. His anti-Semitic comments, though, were what really landed him in trouble. His professional career took a dip when Adidas dropped him, and he lost his coveted billionaire status. Next came his personal life, and Kim announced she couldn't see a future with him anymore. By November 2022, the pair had finalized their divorce, but the Kim-Kanye saga didn't just end there. The rapper started flip-flopping between wanting his ex back in his life and calling her and the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan monsters. He even started attacking Pete Davidson, who'd started a romantic relationship with Kim in 2022. It went on like this for longer than it should have before Kanye suddenly stopped in January 2023. What changed? Well, he'd found love again with an Australian architect and employee of Yeezy's since 2020, Bianca Censori. Things moved on fast between the two, and just a month after introducing her to the world, Kanye announced they'd gotten married. Many thought that the marriage was not actually legally binding, but it is actually a real marriage in the eyes of the court. Now, the world has gone from focusing on Kim and Kanye to Kanye and Bianca, and some experts claim that was exactly what the rapper wanted. One look at Bianca, and fans were sure that Kanye had only pursued her for her likeness to Kim. Experts claimed that Kanye was the one who approached Bianca with a proposition. She could get ahead in the industry by being by his side, and in turn, he could spite his ex with a look-alike. The arrangement worked for a time, and the two would always be making headlines. Reportedly, Kim was seething. Kanye's master plan was off to a great start, but then things started to get a little messy. Fans started to speculate that the rapper had forbidden Bianca from speaking. Kanye's always been a fashion icon. Back when he was with Kim, he'd reportedly be in charge of picking out her outfits for major events. Now with Bianca, he'd taken on that same role, but in a different way than before. One of the reasons the pair kept making headlines was because of what Bianca would wear. She'd be in the skimpiest outfits possible, each getting more and more risque than the last. Now, everyone knew that Kanye was the one picking out her outfits. They just couldn't figure out why he'd pick out the trashiest ones. A few theories started flying around, and eventually, everyone landed on one. Kanye had lost his mind. Everyone started sympathizing with Bianca. They believed that she never signed up for this, and Kanye was basically exploiting her at this point. One thing fans kept coming back to was that Bianca would never speak to the press. They'd hound her for comments, but she'd just stare blankly at them and walk away. Was this Kanye's doing? Not according to this latest theory that suggests Bianca's been the one pulling the strings all along. That's right, in a shocking turn of events, sources have claimed that the Aussie has more control over the relationship than people thought. In October 2023, Kanye started the company, Oxpaha LLC, a fashion-forward label that the rapper started after Adidas dropped him from their Yeezy collaboration. Here's something to remember. Kanye lost practically everything in 2022. Several brands dropped him and his assets took a dip. He's since been rebuilding his brand, his fashion line, and his music. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that Kanye will go back to being a billionaire in no time. Back to Oxpaha LLC. Did you know that Bianca's the joint officer and manager for the company? That's right. Sources claim that she knows exactly what she's doing. She's also been on the cover of Vultures and was the only model in Kanye's latest music videos. Bianca's been working with Kanye for a long time. She was fired as Yeezy's architect in 2020 and has now gone from being an employee to his co-chair in every company he owns, his fashion line, and his music. So if and when Kanye regains his billionaire status, his newfound love will become pretty rich too. Obviously, the question on everyone's mind is, what about the outfits? They're a bold fashion statement, that's for sure. However, sources have claimed that after her family raised concerns about what she was wearing, Bianca sat them down and told them she chose her own clothes. Of course, Kanye does help out whenever she wants him to, but that's the key phrase here, when she wants him to. A few fans did some digging and they found that Bianca's fashion choices have always been risque. Sure, maybe not as risque as they got since getting with Kanye, but this wasn't a huge leap for her. Sources close to the couple have claimed that Bianca's enjoying the headlines. She's claimed that she knows she won't be in the headlines for long. The press keeps moving on to the next best thing. However, she'll try to grab everyone's attention for as long as she can. Kanye's goal might have been to spite his ex-wife, and he got what he wanted. Yet he and Bianca are still going strong. In a recent incident, he confronted a paparazzi for grabbing Bianca. This wouldn't be the first time Kanye's been involved in a physical altercation with the paparazzi, but it might just be the first time he's been charged for it. In April 2024, the rapper allegedly started a fistfight with a cameraman after he grabbed Bianca. The injuries weren't substantial, but the man claimed he'd be pressing charges against Kanye. Meanwhile, Kanye's team released a statement claiming that the paparazzi grabbed Bianca by the waist and made her uncomfortable. Kanye's defense team is ready to fight this one out in court if it ever comes to that. Fans had nothing but sympathies for Bianca after details of the incident made their way online. Speaking of which, the worldview of their relationship has now changed, and some fans are saying that Kanye was never controlling in the first place. Could it be that they actually fell in love and their relationship has nothing to do with Kim? The jury's still out on that one, but one thing everyone does know for sure now is that Bianca can stand her ground when she needs to. Fans are claiming that Kanye has been a PR nightmare since 2020, and his relationship with Bianca was never fully accepted as a legitimate one because of it. They're claiming that it would be right near impossible for him to control a now 29-year-old woman who had plenty of money in the first place. Sure, her relationship with Kanye has added a couple of zeros to her net worth, but that's a given when you're in a high-profile relationship with a celebrity. As for the news of Bianca's family allegedly staging an intervention for her, fans think it was a hoax. Bianca's family traveled from Australia to Los Angeles in 2023 to celebrate the holidays with the new couple. Fans are claiming that no one from Bianca's side has ever publicly dismissed their relationship. Maybe because it's just as legitimate as his relationship with Kim. After all, she's been by his side for over a year now, celebrated major milestones with him, and has even been introduced to his 4 kids with Kim. She has a stake in several of Kanye's businesses, has been in the headlines since day one, and even has a fallback career as an architect if things ever go south. In any case, people are now convinced that Bianca has a bigger say in the relationship than what everyone once believed. The timing is admittedly off, and that's why fans believe the media's been scrutinizing their relationship more than they should have. In any case, Bianca seems to be in complete control of her relationship with Kanye, maybe even calling the shots. So, from people calling out the press for harassing the Aussie, to Bianca entering the rapper's life under mysterious circumstances, that's why fans believe that Kanye's being controlled by Bianca and not the other way around.